2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Sacramento Kings up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And the topic here prior to tip-off, so many teams in the league going up-tempo these days. Kenny, as a player, did you like that style? I'm assuming you had to love it.
Because the one thing about playing up-tempo, Ernie, it brings you back to the roots of the game, why you started playing. If you ever go to a pickup game, you ever go to a park game, no one's stopping play and calling plays. They're going up and down. The big fella Shaq, when he first came into the league, the first thing I saw was him grab the ball coast to coast in the All-American game. That's what players want to do and people want to see.
You know, that was a great example, Kenny, but towards the end of my career and most of my career, I was honestly more of a half-court player. I was pretty fast for my size, but my strength was my biggest edge. In the half-court, barbecue chicken alert. I had to put that work in, Ernie.
That about wraps it up for here. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again later.
That's the 5th barbecue chicken alert.
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Sacramento as the Kings take it to the hardwood. So for the Lakers, their last game, a loss to the Timberwolves. And guys, the hometown fans not pleased with that dreadful performance. They saw their team get knocked out cold.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night, they got up in their own heads, just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Derrick Rose is out there with Kobe. Then there's Tristan Thompson. Then there's Noah. And it's Pierce in at the small forward position.
And you know, one thing that comes to mind with Kobe is his incredible dedication to winning. I mean, you wonder if that has turned off potential free agents. Maybe he's a bit too competitive, but you know, when you're in the business of competing, hard for me to imagine you can be too competitive.
And Kobe drops them both. With Kobe and his competitiveness, it is something that he's coped with. Said it took him a while in the league, Clark, to realize not everyone loves basketball as much as he does.
Yeah, you know, even if you don't have the same kind of drive that has propelled Kobe all these years, I think you have to respect him for it. It shouldn't be a problem for potential free agents, in my opinion. You know, it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
It always seems to settle you down when you have some early success in the post. Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And Doris Burke spoke with George Karl. Doris?
I asked him if there was an X factor in this game, a player they couldn't forget about, and he said it would have to be Tristan Thompson, the power forward out of Texas. He said Thompson is still developing from a skill standpoint, but his motor is really off the charts. You always have to find him and get a body on him when the shot goes up because the guy never takes a play off. Guys, they've been forewarned. We'll see if they take it to heart.
Thanks, Doris. And here's Holiday following the three-pointer by Paul Pierce. Burks with it, working on Bryant. Some solid defense from Kobe.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Holiday against Rose. Back to Thompson. The three. The kick out to Rose. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Rose has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Holiday. To the paint. Ibaka, no luck.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Ibaka with the screen on Rose. Holiday goes in. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
There's Rose with the 3. The rebound by Ibaka. The Kings trail by 6, and Holiday kicks to Towns. Back to Holiday. Burks dishes to Ibaka. Inside, layup off the pick. And it's good on the way in.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Well, somehow the Lakers managed to avoid ending up in last place in the West last season. Still, it's a far, far cry from the Lakers teams of the past. Only 21 wins for them on the season.
Now here's Rose. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. Can't get it to go. The Kings have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Holiday with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Holiday, the pass to Burks. Screen by Ibaka. Thompson comes with the double team. Here's Towns, and again it's Sacramento converting. And for the Lakers against the rest of the West last year, they only went 9-43, Greg, in their own conference matchups.
Yeah, and never a good sign when less than half of your wins come against your own conference. The Lakers know they have a long road ahead of them to get back to their years of Western Conference dominance.
Holiday gets the bucket.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry. Excellent, really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Now here is Holiday, following the miss by Paul Pierce. Prince kicks to Burks. Pulls it from the elbow. Offensive rebound. Towns. Soft touch off the glass.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key there. Getting point-blank looks time and time again.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin, but few saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
Noah's shot is off, and it's Sacramento's ball. They've got a 10-0 run going. Ibaka sets the pick for Burks. Takes a 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And again, the Lakers no good.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
It's rebounded by Noah. Lakers trail by 5. Outside Rose. Can't get it to go. Prince with the defensive effort.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Shots good by Ibaka.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Here's Rose, following the score by Serge Ibaka. Bryant dishes to Scola. Pierce inside the three-point line. Again, Pierce missing.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
It's Ibaka. That time on the assist by Burks. Burks has got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, for Alec Burks, he really started to put it all together in his 3rd season. He doubled his scoring average, shooting percentages up. Then last season, a strong start, but a shoulder injury cut short what I thought was going to be his best season yet.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Ryan Hollins, he's checked in for Towns. McGarry comes in for Serge Ibaka. Butler, he's checked in for Tayshaun Prince. And it's Cannon in for Alec Burks. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Chris Anderson is checked in for Noah. Young comes in for Pierce. Ray Allen, he's checked in for Bryant. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Derrick Rose. The shot by Holiday, no good. And back to Alec Burks, a guy who entered the league with raw talent. But once the light went on, Greg, he showed the ability to help his team in a number of ways.
Yeah, he's going to be the prototype in terms of a two-way player. He's a guy who can not only score it for you, but he'll rebound and defend it. But what impressed me last season is he averaged 3 assists a game, really looked to make plays for his teammates.
Here's Lin. After Drew Holiday scored, Allen, that's good.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Here's Sacramento now. They're on a 19-3 run. Here's Cannon. Fires the 3. And he gets it to go. And the Kings lead by 11.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them. Another bucket in the paint, that's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
And he gets it to go.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Kings leading now by 8. Dishes to Hollins. The offensive rebound. The wide open look here for Holiday. Another miss by Holiday.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Portis, he's checked in for Ryan Hollins. Young pass to Allen. Scola kicks to Young. Lakers passing it around. Just 4 to shoot. Butler with the steal. And now the Kings fast break. And again, it's Drew Holiday. Holiday's got 13.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Lin kicks to Anderson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that one.
Holiday dishes to Butler. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And the Kings lead by 10.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Los Angeles foul call. Chris Anderson. That's his first personal foul.
The Kings shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. That free throw good from Drew Holiday. Los Angeles making a switch here. Calderon's checked in. Both good from the line that time. Last outing for Sacramento, they won that game against the Clippers.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game. Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Lakers shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And that one misses. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Tries from 10. The shot is off.
Oh, nice play on D. Got that hand in the face and prevented him there from getting an easy look.
Exactly. Alert and aware. Really reacted quickly to that shot attempt.
Kobe Bryant dealing with the wear and tear of decades in the league. He talks about how he remains effective.
Well, you have to make adjustments. You try to figure out what you can and can't do, and you have to try to learn that pretty quickly and figure out how effective you can be. And so it's just about making adjustments.
Well, at Kobe's age and with the 2 years worth of injuries, is coming back for him just a matter of Greg adjustments, or is that another way of saying he has to limit everyone's expectation, including his own?
You know what? When it comes to Kobe Bryant, history has shown that the normal rules just don't apply. I think it's the rest of the league that's going to have to adjust to a well-rested and still very lethal Black Mamba.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Kings.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So the Lakers 5 right now. Pierce out there with Tristan Thompson. Then there's Calderon. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Noah in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Sacramento didn't have a free-flowing offense, and they wanted to get up and down, and it showed in their play transitioning from stagnant to free-flowing.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Cannon. He's covered by Rose. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Sacramento. Lakers shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
Here's Cannon. 5 points in the game. Burks in the corner. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Calderon, no good.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Puts it up from 15. Burks can't get it to go.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
And so here's Sacramento, following the miss by Paul Pierce. Prince fires from 16 feet away. He cans it. Prince has got his first bucket in this one. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Tayshaun Prince, one of the ultimate Velcro guys. I mean, he's been in the league a long time. The consummate pro, as detailed, steady, and unflappable as they come.
And the Lakers making a change here. Allen's checked in. Lakers trail by 9. Rose kicks it to Noah. He feeds it to Pierce for the 3. And the Lakers get it back. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Burks. How he did last season. Last season, put up about 14 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And, guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And, fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully, this is a sign of greater things for the future.
Thompson outside. Pierce wide open. He fires. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Pierce has got 5. And back to Tayshaun Prince for a moment. So much big game experience, a championship in 04 with the Pistons. That has to rub off on a team when you have a guy like that around in the locker room, on the floor. He's seen it all.
You know, it's a great point. And whether it's in games or practice or even in the locker room, his presence adds continuity. It's like having an extra coach looking out for the younger players.
Now, here's Thompson. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And it's Rose missing.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Allen with it. Guarded now by Prince. Fires for 3. Allen's shot is off. Kings leading now by 7. Thompson comes with a double team. Cannon, the pass to Ibaka. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Lakers trail by 9. Rose attacking. Ibaka with some nice D.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Here's Cannon. He has 5. Ibaka with a screen on Allen. Here's Cannon. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Allen. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Pierce. The rebound by Prince. Prince has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Pass to Cannon. There's a good screen. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Rose.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And last season, the Lakers finished last in the Pacific Division once again. Second year in a row, they ended up at the bottom of the barrel.
And the Lakers were at the bottom once again in the Pacific Division, Clark. But, you know, these 2 seasons we've just seen, the last time they finished last in the Pacific was 1975.
Well, they had a 2-14 record against the rest of the Pacific. And we also know, though, the Lakers don't stay down very long. They'll be back on top before long.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Now, here's Bryant. Last game with 30 points. Here's the screen. Sinks the three-pointer. Kobe's got 10.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Cannon. He has 7 out to the right wing. Burks' shot is good. Burks has got the lead up to 13 now for the Kings.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Thompson. Sacramento grabs the miss. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Hey, Greg, we got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. I mean, but you've got to start somewhere. A win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And that sends Kobe to the free throw line. It's going to go on Alec Burks. Sacramento making some changes. McGarry's checked in for Ibaka. Butler comes in for Tayshaun Prince. And it's Holiday in for Isaiah Cannon. And then for Los Angeles, Chris Anderson is checked in for Noah. Scola comes in for Tristan Thompson. Young is subbed in for Allen. Now here is Holiday. 17 points for him last game against the Clippers.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming.
Outside Bryant, three-pointer, and Chris Anderson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Sacramento making a switch here. Portis is checked in.
Bobby Portis.
Kings leading now by 13. And they double up Butler. Passes it to Portis. It's tipped. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Holiday inside the line. No good off the back of the rim.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
It's Kobe Bryant on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Bryant drives in. High post try. That doesn't go either for Bryant.
Boy, he shredded the D with the patented crossover, but just couldn't convert. Kobe Bryant is such a great all-around player. I mean, if there's one thing people don't talk about, it's his passing. He's 4th overall in assists amongst active players.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. McGarry, no luck.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense. And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
And the dunk by Kobe.
Oh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Lakers trail by 9. Left side, Lynn. Can't get it to go. Holiday with the defensive effort. Sacramento's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Here is Bryant after the Kings pick up 2. And Nick Young, the bucket on the assist from Kobe. Young's got his first bucket in this one.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Jose Calderon, he's checked in for the Lakers. There's a minute left here in the second. Kings leading now by 9. Pass to Portis. Kicks it to Hollins. Butler attacking. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And a look here at how the Lakers ranked in the NBA last season. 5th in fewest turnovers per game. 5th in second chance points. They were in the top half of the league in team rebounding as well. I think that speaks to the fact that this team aggressively goes after the basketball at every position.
Yeah, and the stat I look to, though, is the low turnovers. They did such a great job of limiting their mistakes, really maximizing their opportunities offensively.
Well, last season, Greg, another year without playoff basketball in Sacramento. A shame to see some of the best fans in the NBA not be a part of the postseason.
It's a great point, Kevin. Now, 9 straight years where the Kings have failed to make the postseason. 29-win seasons aren't going to get you very far when you're battling in the West.
Young dishes to Scola. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Calderon against Butler. The wing jumper off target.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, That's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Good.
The assist. Luis Scola.
Free throw line jump shot. That doesn't go either for Butler. The shot is off. And so we wrap up the first half. Kings lead by 9. And now we'll...
Well, Karan, tell us a little bit about the philosophy and style of the team in terms of what's most important to its identity.
Defense. Getting stops and, getting rebounds, limiting the second chance points and getting out of transition and getting into a flow ball game. And that's our style.
Karan, thank you for your time as always. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. What a game it's been for Drew Holiday. He ended up with 15 points, 2 steals, and 1 assist. It's really great to see him back to what appears to be top form coming off the injury. There's a sense of reassurance that he's healthy after the first 2 quarters back. Shaq, how did you think the Kings were playing?
Well, Ernie, Kenny, the offense was running really well. And their shooting percentage was outstanding, and it wasn't just luck. It's because the offense never allowed the opposing defenders to get comfortable.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Lakers.
They ran into a buzzsaw, and it was on full blast. And once they fell behind, the crowd got into it, and it seemed that they lost a lot of confidence. They started pressing, forcing things, and it made it worse. So in the second half, relax, man. Just remember, there's 2 more quarters. It's a fresh start.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again.
Well, Kobe had a great quarter. 18 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
You know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme.
Towns is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Prince in its small forward. That's the group for George Karl getting going here in the second half. Here's Holiday. Drops in the breakaway layup. Holiday's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Kings. Lakers trail by 11. And Bryant kicks to Thompson. Here's for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 8 points for Paul Pierce.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Ibaka with a screen on Rose. Stolen by Noah. And now here comes Kobe, leading the break. And the rejection by Ibaka. Holiday, the pass to Prince. All alone. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes. The Lakers shooting 41% for the game. And here's Kobe from the arc. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly. Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Thompson dishes to Pierce, and the foul on Tayshaun Prince. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Bryant, again the Lakers.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Kings leading now by 7. Holiday attacking. He dishes it to Towns. Cannot hit. And the Lakers take it the other way.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's Noah. And Thompson kicks to Pierce. There's the pass to Bryant. Bryant is doubled. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Bryant.
And let's take a quick look at some stats for Noah. Good season for him last year. He put up about 7 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. And you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff.
Ibaka with the screen on Rose. And Holiday, here we go. Shots good by Ibaka.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
It was a rough year last year for fans in Sacramento, but they still come out here to fill up the stands, Greg, even with their team struggling.
Yeah, the new ownership, give them credit. Last year, the Kings marked an 8-year high in terms of attendance. Not bad for a team that really looked to be in the hunt for the postseason, but then just fell apart midway through.
And a wide open look for Noah. Misses off the right iron. Kings leading now by 9. Outside Holiday. Deflects the pass. Here's Rose. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. Noah's got 3 assists tonight.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time. The Kings ended at 18-23 here at home. Not a terrible record for them given how their whole season went kind of up and down and inconsistent. They even had some home cooking in their favor as they were the second best team in free throw differential at home.
Bryant is doubled. And it's Pierce in the corner. And now it's Burks running. He can go all the way. And that one's good. Burks has got 14.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor. Well, a big thing for the Kings to look forward to is the opening of their new arena. They are still looking at opening the downtown arena in the fall of 2016, and Sacramento couldn't be any more excited.
Isaiah Cannon, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And the Lakers also making a switch. That one's checked in for Paul Pierce. That free throw good from Thompson.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass. Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Here's Cannon. 7 points in the game. Feeds it to Towns. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Towns has got 8 points. Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable player.
Good point. It's stolen by Rose. And now here comes Kobe leading the break. Up again, and it's Thompson with the jam.
He could have tipped it home, but he wanted to give this crowd something to remember.
Dynamic work right there. Throw down that rebound.
Yes, sir.
And no need there, guys, to throw that one back out. Just go ahead and handle your business.
Towns sets the pick for Burks, and Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Caron Butler's checked in for the Kings. And the Lakers also making a switch. Scola's checked in. Here's Burks. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries. Lakers trail by 7. Rose passes to Allen. He kicks it to Noah. Sacramento grabs the miss. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And it's Butler missing. Lakers have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. And Bryant kicks to Allen. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Kings leading now by 7. Now the dish to Cannon. Back to Butler. Lots of room. Here's Towns. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
Mitch McGary's checked in for Sacramento. Portis comes in for Alec Burks. And then for the Lakers, Chris Anderson is checked in for Noah. Young comes in for Kobe. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Derrick Rose. Lakers trail by 8. Lin with it. The feed now to Young. Dishes it to Scola. Back to Young. Takes the 3. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And former coach of the year, George Karl, making his way back into the league last season. Kings picked him up halfway through the year to kind of stabilize their coaching situation.
Here's Lin. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
And the Kings making a change here. Hollins is checked in. Jose Calderon, he's checked in for the Lakers. And that one falls for Lin. And the hope for Jeremy Lin last season was that he'd take a step forward in his development, but it almost was the opposite in his play.
And that can happen. You don't always go a straight line north in your improvement in this league. He'd been on an upward swing as far as his shooting accuracy, but last season was the worst since his rookie year in that area.
Young dishes to Anderson. Lin with it. Butler covering. Lin the pass to Anderson. Back to Lin. Shot clock at 6. He feeds it to Calderon. Got a hand on it, but he gets it back. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Sacramento leading by 7.
And talking about Lin last season, he never quite gelled with what they were doing in Los Angeles. Both he and Kobe need the ball to be effective. And I got a feeling you guys know which one of those two is going to get it.
LA's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Fires the 3. That's good. Lin's got 8 points.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively. And, you know, getting back to Lin, he was actually pretty strong starting out the season. In November, he made 48% of his shots, 37% from downtown. But in April, he only hit 24% from the field and was eventually shut down for the year.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Cannon from long range. A rebound by the Lakers. Scola's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And Young kicks to Scola. And he slams it one-handed.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, you know, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
From 12 feet out, here's Hollins, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And, Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
Hollins with the block. Butler dishes to Cannon. There's 42 seconds left to play in the 3rd. That one goes. Count. And now it's a 10-point Kings lead.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Lynn the pass to Calderon. It's Anderson with the drive. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
There's the pick. Cannon kicks to McGarry. Battles through traffic and lays it in. McGarry's got 8 points.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Here's Calderon, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Calderon's got his second basket.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. It's Sacramento. They're up by 8. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Kings leading now by 8. So the Lakers 5 right now. Thompson is out there with Pierce. Then there's Noah. And it's Rose. And it's Allen in at the 2. Burks kicks to Ibaka. 17-foot shot on the way. Prince dishes to McGarry. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Kings?
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Good on the second free throw. Now here's Rose. Pass to Pierce. Launches a 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And guys, for Drew Holiday last season was a tale of two halves. Over the first half, he displayed the leadership and the playmaking skills the team had originally acquired him for.
You know what, Kevin? Over the second half of the year, everything just kind of fell apart for Drew. He couldn't shake an injury to his lower right leg, and as a result, had to watch from the bench as his team fought for its playoff lives.
And when you talk about Holiday, the Pelicans really needed his contribution last season. He can score and distribute the basketball equally as well. An excellent all-around defender. Exactly what you want in a point guard, except that he just couldn't stay healthy.
Towns, he's checked in for the Kings. And stolen by Prince. And now the Kings fast break. Burks leading the charge. That's good. And the Kings lead by 13.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim. And for Holiday, I love his effort. He works extremely hard. His injuries, no fault of his own, just a run of misfortune. Let's hope this talented young man can turn it around and keep it turned around from a health standpoint.
Clock at 4. Here's Burks. Off target from outside.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Allen's shot is off. Kings leading now by 13. Outside Holiday. To the right side. Burks the pass to Towns. Left side Prince. Burks kicks to Towns. Goes up from the top of the key. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist by Towns. Towns has got 3 assists tonight. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Allen kicks to Pierce. Noah the screen. Back to Pierce. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Rose with another miss.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Prince dishes to Holiday. Ibaka with the screen on Rose. Lets it go from the wing. And again, it's Drew Holiday. Holiday's got 11 points here in just the second half.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Outside, Pierce tries to snap the cold streak. The shot is off. Prince with the defensive effort. Kings leading now by 17. Takes a three. The shot by Holiday, no good. LA's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. And now it's Burks running. He can go all the way.
And really, once he got that steal, just really nothing the defense could do.
That's why turnovers are so costly, because in many cases, they're indefensible once possession changes hands.
Here's Thompson. Allen outside. It's good from long range.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
On occasions last year, the Lakers were all right on offense. Other times, they were just stagnant. There was just no motion, nothing going on.
That's a great point. And their ball movement could use some work. A lot of ISOs last season, and it killed a lot of the flow the team had in the half court.
Kobe's checked in for Allen. Both shots good from the stripe.
You know, for the Lakers, they were okay in the assist department, guys, but they were dead last in the league in secondary assists. That, to me, is indicative of an inefficient offense and also a new stat category.
Great move to the hoop on that one there. He didn't let his height disadvantage dictate that matchup.
Prince kicks to Holiday. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Holiday's got 8 points here in this quarter. Lakers trail by 18.
And for the Lakers and that secondary assist stat, that just means they aren't making the extra pass, or it means they are holding on to the ball too long. Either way, it hurts the offense.
At the line for the Kings, Kobe Bryant at the line for two.
First free throw is good.
And I think it's fair to say last season was a bit of a transition year for the Kings. I mean, after firing Malone and the injuries to their stars, they just tried to build for the future, realizing that was going to be in their best interest.
And the Kings last year were able to get George Karl to lead the team, a good hire for them. This team did decent under him back in the last half of the season.
Yeah, they still got a lot of work to do, but he can certainly make it happen for him, one of the outstanding coaches in our league. The Kings actually were in it for a while last year, but then had a mini rebuild mid-season.
And it's Rose missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort. Oh! That athleticism there. That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. From 11 feet away, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Terrific game for Burks. He has 20 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
And the first one drops. And Burks hits 2 free throws. Lakers trail by 16. Bryant passes to Thompson. Kicks it to Rose. Outside, Kobe launches it. The rebound by Prince. Prince has got 6 rebounds in the game. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Scola's checked in. Ibaka goes in, and Pierce pulls it down.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Shots good by Ibaka.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
And Bryant kicks it to Noah. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Sacramento leading by 18. Burks dishes to Towns. Scola against Ibaka. Back to Holiday. On the mark with the 15-footer. Holiday's got 30 points.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
They double-team Kobe. Outside, Pierce. The tray. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. Bryant's got 5 assists in the game.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Well, Paul Pierce hinted that he could hang him up soon. He had that amazing run. Has nothing left to prove in the NBA. And I would say, of all the players in last year's playoffs, had some of the most dramatic individual shots we have seen from one guy in a long time.
He did, and you forget he's done that really over the course of his entire career.
Sure.
Just kind of funny to see him doing it in a Wizards jersey, but you talked about it. He's going to go down as one of the all-time greats, no doubt about it. So many big moments over the course of his career, and also for all the kids out there, the best maybe footwork we have in our game. If you want to improve as a player, watch Paul Pierce's footwork.
Kings leading now by 17. Now Burks. They set the pick. Bryant comes with the double team. Burks with it. Picked up by Bryant. Here's Prince. And again, it's Sacramento converted. Lakers trail by 19. Bryant is doubled. Beyond the arc. Noah with another miss.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
Towns, and he makes good on the layup.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
2 straight seasons of no playoffs for the Lakers after last year's miss. Not what they were hoping for.
It's going to be a growing process, Kevin. I mean, they had a young team and an injured superstar in Kobe both years. Hard to make the playoffs in that situation.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Chris Anderson is checked in for Noah. Young comes in for Pierce. Allen's checked in for Kobe. And it's Calderon in for Derrick Rose. Calderon for 3. It's hauled in by Adams.
And guys, for the Lakers, you'd have to go back almost 40 years to find a time when the Lakers missed the postseason in back-to-back years. Fortunately for them, they won 2 titles in the next 6 years after that.
Misfires after coming off the pick.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
The steal.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Kings.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Holiday. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. And that one's good, Holland.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Butler kicks to Hollins. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Butler passes to Cannon. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. Adams' shot is good.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Young for 3. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Jrue Holiday. He just put it completely out of reach in the fourth quarter. It was as if he was saying, okay, enough fooling around. I'm taking over now.
I think his efficiency from the field was the biggest factor in this win. He made over 60% of his shots. I don't care if you're playing 1-on-1 or 1-on-5. That is a great percentage.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.